Previously on Whole SMP.
Where did she go?
Sorry, give me one.
Oi! You are not allowed. Can't promise me that.
Especially with
You
What
back
is
here,
going
Leah.
on?
You're so dunzo.
Mia, we need to talk.
Well, okay.
We're in the
Okay,
bathhouse, and you stay out of
Oh, you want me to
this.
stay out of this, do you?
You want to make the world a better place?
friend back, and
You were gone. We discovered something about the cracks, and they keep. Mia, I nearly but if I'm gonna be honest, if he's as insane as Mr. Chicken Man,
really into you, so.
okay, all right, I'm back. I'm back. I think we need to write Brooklyn a note. Brooklyn, I think we need to talk. Meet me alone in the library. How do I spell library? I'm still illiterate. Library. Meet me in the sunny glade. Sunny Glade Hills Tower. Please. Alicia. I think that's what have I got myself into? I just wanted to protect Mia. I swear that I am going to find a way to not marry this man. I, in fact, am going to try and find a way to figure his stick out, his thing, what it is that he is, because something doesn't seem right about him. Something seems off. I don't think he's just a yandere type. And I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna see if I can secretly find a way to stop Chick Man, whatever his name was. Because I left that kingdom. Well, originally I left because I was scared of facing Cal after I, you know, was forced to kill my parents, but and um well, I mean, I wanted a better life. We were already thinking of leaving together to go, we were best friends. To just put it simply, I had a best friend there and in the kingdom, and we were going to leave together. We planned all of these adventures together to go find and do things and explore. And now I've left and I found a good group of people, and I want to protect them, especially from him and the kingdom and Celine. And now Chicken Apocalypse Man. There's only so much I can do, but I can try. One thing I'm gonna do is leave the rest of the crack stuff to Brooklyn. Brooklyn, I'm sorry, but your crack stuff you can keep to yourself. I thought I figured that out, but I might have not. So, Brooklyn, keep the crack stuff to yourself. Speaking of, let's go leave this by her house and get rid of this. Because we got no room for Mr. Weirdo. Probably alter my message too. She probably needs to rest for a bit. When you have rested and have a spare moment. There. Because I feel like she needs to rest. She's there. I'm just gonna go in here. Leave that in there. I didn't bring a sign, but I think she should understand the premise that she needs to have a look. Does she have any item frames? I didn't think about this. Hello, Brooklyn, do you have any of the signs or item frames? Girl, you need to fix. What is this? A sign. Yep, a sign. There we go. She knows. She knows. And I'm gonna head back to my base, go tuck myself into sleep. Get a good night's rest. I need to go get a good night's sleep. And hopefully we won't see that chicken man again. But, you know, we've got to plan for the case he decides to return. Why have they all gathered in here?
Wait.
Hello? Sorry? Hello?
Wait.
Did you get my book, did you? I left a book in your house.
You left a book in my house. No. But I'm not reading your books.
It was just, you don't need to read it. You don't need to read it. It was just telling you that when you have rested and have had spare moment to meet me in my tower. Where I feel like it's high enough up there, nobody can hear us. Because Mia's asking questions now because she's confused. So,
yes, I'm very confused. I'm very confused. I came in here. I don't even remember what I was doing. I do not remember what I was
well,
doing.
I believe you were doing propaganda for your copper store because the book that I used from in here that I gave back to your house is advertising copper. I had to also Mia's head. This was a King Louis head, and it was like right here, staring directly at my head. It was really creepy and gross, and so I had to fix it. I really do. Why did I do that? Why did I say yes? Why did I do that? I mean, I wanted to protect Mia, but
say yes to what?
oh right, you weren't there. So the chicken apocalypse guy gave us an ultimatum, and he said that the only way that he will stop and let Mia be free was if I married King Louis.
Who? Who? How and who?
King Louis, you know the guy that Mia keeps getting me to marry?
Oh, the French?
Yeah!
Oh. Okay, sorry, I've had so much going on right now that I forgot about King Louis. That was so long ago at this point.
Well, now we have to figure out a way to get me out of being engaged to him before I have to say vows. Because if I'm gonna be honest, he seems like a massive red flag and really weird.
Oh yeah.
Mia was telling me he's been blackmailing her so he can marry me. Why does he want to marry me that bad, huh? She says it's because he's yonder red type. I don't think that's the reason. I think there's something deeper.
Also, why does the big chicken? I still don't understand where the big chicken thing came from because how did that happen?
I don't know, but hopefully that's the last we will see of him.
Hopefully, hey, isn't it?
Now next thing, was it this? We need to talk about this. You read this? I didn't think anyone would come up here and read. I have so many books. Out of all of the books you chose this one?
Yeah, well, it was right next. It was literally. It is one of the only bookshelves that has a suitable enough space where, like, it's right prime time real estate next to your little desk here, where I'm sure like, dude, there is. Sorry, excuse me. There is literal fingerprints from how, like, see the rest of the bookshelves where it's all dust where you haven't touched them. Guess what? No dust. You clearly are at this bookshelf a lot. So what was I gonna do? Put my advertisement in the bookshelf that you're at a lot.
Look, it's a story. I get it. I wrote not a lot of lots of spelling errors, which is really funny considering I used to be a library assistant back at the Kingdom. And as you could tell, I left because of good reasons, and it's those reasons that I am telling you this now and not everybody else, because if I don't know how they will react if they find out the reason why I left that kingdom. Well, actually, I left for multiple reasons, but that was like the thing that pushed me to leave.
Okay, so a dictator tyrant king um enslaves your village and
Well, I was born after the village was enslaved, so
okay, so you're born under a tyrant king and you're saying he's trying to reach you.
no, I feel like it might be his son.
His son?
Uh,
He has a son.
yeah, did you not read?
Right, there was something about a son. Right,
Yeah.
right.
So, you know the part where there was the prince, and then the maid girl,
Yes.
and then the rich bully girl?
Yes.
I'm the maid girl, that's
Yes.
me. That was me.
So okay, so
My parents worked in the palace. My dad was the head blacksmith, my mum was one of the head bakers. We were fortunate enough to not be in the bad side of the tyrant because he was pleased with my parents' work. So we lived in the palace. I grew up with Callahan, which is the worst part is because the prince's name is Callahan.
Callahan from Mia's
Yes!
fanfiction. You said Callahan.
That's why I said Callahan,
Of
because
course.
I was thinking of him at the time. And now if he comes here and he reads that story, I'm screwed. You have no
Oh yes,
idea.
he's gonna come to my house specifically. Oh my
You
god.
never know.
Okay.
His dad is he's a pillager kingdom. I like to pillager things.
Well, clearly. Well, he's gonna have to get through me. Clearly, I have this crown for a reason. I don't have
I
this
really
reason
hope
for
that's
you,
the
but
case.
well, he's gonna have to get through me and my big shiny sword before he gets down there.
Cal and I used to
So
dream when we were little of going on adventures and look for
Mhm.
exploring and artifacts and stuff. I may have done that by myself without him.
Well, you have to grow sometimes. I. Okay, so the pillagers could potentially be an ex-boyfriend.
He's not my boyfriend. He was my ex-best friend. Best friend. Because I don't think he ever had feelings like that for me back.
Okay, the way you wrote about him sounded a bit more than that. But so your ex-best friend could be coming after you with the pillagers, or potentially, because Leah keeps screaming about them, they could be related to Leah. Okay, good to know that. We have two theories.
Well, it could be more like Celine. She was a lot. She was the rich girl. You read what she did, right?
She's the
Yes.
okay. So you have a tyrant king a vindictive witch, a son of a tyrant king who you were best friends with, and it makes a lot of sense why you are the prank master of the server right now. You are getting pursued by King Louis because he's blackmailing Mia because they became pen pals somehow, and King Louis knows this chicken that put Mia in a cult because she was having delusions because you wrote a story about orphan chickens that was not real, and she took it a little too seriously, and then an actual chicken deity appeared.
Pretty much. What is
What is
happening?
my life right now?
And why am I in the center of so much of I don't want to do this book club. I ran away from the kingdom to get away from madness. And now I've just ended more in okay, part of it's my fault, I think, because old habits die hard. But
Yeah. You want to talk about madness? Mia's literally dubbed me the Mad Queen based on a past life of sorts of mine.
yeah, and because of all of the
We're all
situation,
mad
your
here.
cracks, you can deal with them yourself now. I don't want to deal with them anymore. I started to investigate them a bit, and you can keep them to yourself. No, thank you. But yeah, I'm scared that if the others find out about that situation, what will they do with that information? Like Mia, what if she still is not fully recovered yet, and
I think we all need recoverment and reflection
what if
after
someone
that
tries to go north?
entire.
What if someone tries to go north and then they don't realize how dangerous it is that back there? I don't want to deal with
What?
like I don't want
What way is this one? It's east. I
north is
keep
that
going
way.
east.
It's that way.
Oh, north is that way, and you
That
put
way.
your base at the northwest point of the
I
entire
know.
server.
I know. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you
I
are. Oh my
really don't
gosh.
want to deal with either of the seas because well, I just don't want to deal with them. I don't know what would happen if I was to see Celine again because of what she did. And I don't know how I would deal with seeing Cal again because of what happened. He doesn't actually know that. I don't think he knows that what happened. All he probably knows is that I killed my parents and he has no idea why.
Okay, so you accidentally kill your parents because you have a hallucination. Good to know that both of us are crazy. Don't actually include that. Okay, so you had a hallucinate. Ow! Speaking of being poisoned,
Just
bitch,
deserve ditches because that's what Selena is. She's a dirty, lying, skanky witch.
Skanky witch. Oh my god. Okay. Well, first of all, I
I
do
mean,
have
I'm
a
right,
method
she
for you
is.
to get out of this wedding. Jeez, I'm talking about you getting poisoned and I get poisoned by a witch. What irony is that?
Well,
I was
considering
gonna say.
that's exactly how I ended up killing my parents.
Condolences.
Just
But,
let me know if you start seeing zombies or if I turn into one.
Well.
Oh my goodness,
Oh.
the timing of that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I might have killed a zombie earlier in the day. I don't think this counts as me seeing a zombie.
It's not real, it's just a head.
I'm just going to. I'll just do this for now, just to put you at ease that I'm not being poisoned by a witch and doing anything chaotic. But I was gonna say I'm in the middle of building a giant what is this called? A
Courthouse.
what are you? Courthouse, yes. I was gonna say, if you do end up marrying Louis, divorce is an option. That's how you
That
do.
is true. It's just the idea of him trying to kiss me, because you know what weddings are like. You may not kiss the bride. I don't want his gross ass. I mean, I've never actually properly met the guy, but with the way how crazy and obsessive he is, I really don't want him kissing me.
I mean, in a way, you have met him, seeing as Mia decided to introduce you to, in the form of a, rampage.
I wasn't really paying attention that
Um,
much, so I kept running away and hiding, so I don't know if
mm,
that
mm,
counts.
that is
I
true. Well, what's it called? Okay. Well, at least I know, but are you sure you can't tell anybody else? I mean,
I don't
sure, I read the book, but
I don't know. Mia's curious about it, but I'm scared of what they'll do with the information because like it could go multiple different ways. Either they take it badly, or they're like, oh yeah, that's fine, or well, someone tries to contact them. That will also go badly if they try to contact them.
mm,
To be fair, also I did have
mm.
pillagers show up the other day, and I did recognize one of them. So,
You recognized a pillager.
and I killed him.
Gee, aren't you sunshine and rainbows? Sunny Glade healed my ass, covered in blood. Oh my gosh.
Look, that you haven't seen how the soldiers there are trained.
I
It's
can kill one of those in a heartbeat. I've done it many times.
exactly like they're trained to kill or be killed. They don't care what. A lot of the knights of that kingdom are trained to be just as bad as the king, but then they have to fear the
Well, if
king
the
because
king's
he's
that
what?
weak, then I was gonna say if the yeah, you do agree with me, Flumpty, don't you? His name's Del Flumpty. I've said it. My ghast name. Well,
Also, it's
is
freaking cold
yeah.
there. It's like snows like 365 days a year. I don't think you've ever like. Do you know how weird it was to get used to sun for the first time when I
I mean, you
left?
are very pale, but I fear you're not as pale as me. I used to live underground, dude. I
Yeah,
still
that's
live
true.
underground.
I
I've only
burn
ever
really. I
known
don't know if you
living
could tell, but
underground.
there's a pink hue to my skin. I burn easily. I lived in a cold climate my
Yeah.
entire life. We
Yes.
might need
Yes.
to.
I don't have a bet on me right now.
One sec. Maybe if I can summon up the courage, I can tell them. But
I fear,
I
based on how skittish you're being around me still, that is a long time coming, clearly.
yes. It's hard to describe what it was like living there. It's something
Well,
that I would rather leave in the past if I can help it, but it's been hard because pillagers and the flags keep showing up and
oh, that might be my fault. So you know how you and Mia were doing the cracks around my house and it was driving me up the wall, kind of literally? Every time I kill a pillager raid, I may or may not put it around your house, just to f with you.
you know, I kind of deserved it.
Yep, 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 yep. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Okay,
definitely
where's Pumpkin?
totally didn't trigger my PTSD or anything. Like, yeah. But though to be fair,
Oh yeah,
the cracks are, the
the
cracks
cracks
are.
definitely haven't freaked me out either, huh?
We really should figure out what's going on because maybe.
Why is your ghast off the leash?
I have no idea. Where is your leash, man? Is the leash down here somewhere?
I do not know. Maybe he was just not given a leash.
Oh, you're up here too. I know. I'm pretty sure I leashed him.
Yeah. Maybe he escaped or got caught on something. I still can't get over that Mia made the weed shop.
I know.
You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, right round. Slay. Okay.
But yeah, that's why I've
I
become
forgot I
really
was not
worried.
wearing an elytra.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I think that's why that's brought things up recently is because I've been worried that. But yeah, I just
Okay.
really hope that he doesn't make his way over here. I hope he thinks that I'm dead. Because I'm really hoping that it's just Leah and the pillagers are something to, oh, sorry, something to do with Leah, and he thinks
Ow.
that I'm dead.
Oops.
So, because I really don't want him to read that
I mean, is
fanfic.
there a
I
reason
really do not.
he would think you're dead?
Look, I wasn't exactly the strongest
guess.
kid growing up, and all of the pillager like soldiers used to make fun of me that I'm never gonna like make it out exploring on my own. And well,
I mean, you've got an place here, and you've what? Killed several things, so
yeah, I wasn't an adult then, and now I'm an adult now, so it's like physically I'm a lot stronger as well too because I'm not a prepubescent anymore, but you know. But if worse comes to worse, the one thing I want to make sure is here that he never ever 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 finds about that fan fiction that Mia wrote.
what? Oh my... You've got a whole tyrant king who could possibly be after your ass, and the thing you're worried about is his son finding the fan fiction that Mia wrote. I
Hey,
cannot
you're not the
believe
one
this.
who grew up with Callahan and know what he's like. If he doesn't hate me, if he doesn't hate me right now, I will never live that down, and I don't know if I really want to deal with that. Actually, I don't know if I really want to deal with him as a whole right now.
Teasing the you for doing that because that's pretty embarrassing. I don't know.
No, what have I done? See, that's another reason why I don't want Mia to find out, because what if she finds out that the reason I said his name was because it was based off an actual person?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, she wasn't trying to get you to say a Stray Kids member's name the entire time. Whatever that means.
Yes, because Stray Kids totally exists in this universe. I mean, France does apparently, so.
Well, if ever you need a escape from the tyrant kings of the north, go out east because
Or south.
will
I
never
could
run
just
out
go
of food.
further south and let him deal with the cult.
Do you
Actually,
really want to run back into that chicken thing?
That's true, but I feel like our best scenario is maybe we can coax the kingdom to deal with the chicken cult.
Maybe.
One of them will take each other.
Ooh.
One of them will take each other out, and then all we have to do is deal with the leftovers.
Maybe, but I guess it's a matter of prompting the Tyrant King to come here somehow.
And we're in the middle, but that would mean that I'd have to deal with Cal and Celine, and I don't want to do that.
Well.
Or we could figure out what makes your cracks go cracky and big and use that against him.
I would rather not. I was gonna say, you realize I have a crown?
He doesn't care about that. I've heard of many stories of kingdoms that he's leveled because, yeah.
Oh.
One thing I will say we have over him is he's never managed to find a way to go to the end. We have. So if worse comes worse, I can just hide in the end.
We can.
And as I probably mentioned before, I am part, and like one of my descendants wasn't Hindarian. Like they were from the end. So I feel like I could survive there, maybe.
based on what happened when we were with what's it called? Based on what happened when we were trying to fight Ducky, I feel like I'm part of from the end because I felt like I was zipping around like a Enderman.
You're also
Wonder if that's
purple.
what Endermen say every time they teleport.
They're purple as well too.
I feel the end is far more, I guess, end-like than purple. There's no real color. Ah! This has been happening all day. Oh my god. I can't believe there's still things here. There's still
Oh, you've actually
things.
made it through the mountain.